Good evening. Sorry, did not mean to startle you. Good evening, everyone. Welcome. My name is Tammy Samuels, and I'm the Assistant Vice President for the Department of Experiential Education and Career Management. On behalf of the entire department, I'd like to welcome you to the 6th Annual Dream Dinner. We are very excited to host all of you, students, alumni, industry partners, and special guests. I would be remiss if I did not acknowledge and thank the entire EECM team. Please stand. Please stand. Thank you for all of your hard work in putting this together. The Dream Dinner is one of our premier signature events. In fact, this year, we had over 400 applications from 123 unique applicants. Clearly, this event is quite popular by our students. Each student selected to dine with their employers should feel very honored. This evening, we have 15 industry partners joining us. I'm very excited to say that we have 5 new employers, including Foot Locker, Michael Kors, Netta Porte, Peter Thomas Roth, and Roth Stores. Welcome to your first LIM College Dream Dinner. At this time, I would like to acknowledge all of our employer representatives who have joined us this evening. Please stand as I call your table. 24/7, please stand. Evans Communications, Faviana, Haddad Brands, HBC, John Varvatos, Max Studio, Lian Feng, Richmont, and Tommy Hilfiger. Thank you all for being here with us. This evening presents a very unique opportunity for our students and employers to network and engage over dinner. As students seek to secure their next internship or full-time opportunity, employers hope to fill their talent pipeline, so there's a mutual benefit. Before dinner conversation begins, I want to take this opportunity to introduce tonight's guest speaker, Luisa Herrera-Garcia, LIM College Class of 1988. Luisa is the Senior Vice President of Operations and Production at John Varvatos Enterprises. With over 25 years of experience working with some of the most important American brands, Luisa is recognized as a leader in the menswear industry. Ms. Garcia currently oversees a staff of 15 in the production and design departments at John Varvatos Enterprises. She is responsible for setting the global strategy for planning, production, and operation processes, while securing profitability requirements for the Varvatos wholesale and retail operations. Her professional expertise includes creating the framework for sustained growth and expansion into new markets and developing strong leaders who possess passion and creativity. Luisa has led and successfully implemented key global buying offices agreements in such markets as Asia, India, and Europe. Known as a fair, open-minded, and determined leader, Ms. Garcia sets high standards for both herself and for her team. She is driven by the challenge of mentoring and developing talent to achieve personal and professional success, and considers this one of her most significant achievements. Prior to her affiliation with John Varvatos Enterprises, Ms. Garcia spent 6 years with Calvin Klein, rising to the role of Vice President of Production, where she facilitated the global production and merchandising directives for the tailored sportswear and furnishing lines. She also held similar roles with Perry Ellis, PVH, and Cutlass and more earlier in her career. An active participant in philanthropic and civic organizations, Ms. Garcia spearheaded the Mini Olympics, a celebrity Tastmasters Day of competition in Central Park to raise money for community organizations. She has also served on the host committee for Jazz at Lincoln Center, as well as the Alvin Ailey II Gala from '96 to 1998. At this time, please join me in welcoming Luisa Herrera-Garcia.
Good evening and welcome. I'm honored to be here and to speak at this dinner. When I was asked to speak tonight, I thought about the future leaders and what you would like to know. I am sure that you wish to land amazing jobs straight out of college. For some, that will happen, but for most, you may have to start in companies that you did not think would be your ideal position. Do not allow yourself to be discouraged when you look at a fellow classmate's journey and compare that to yours. Everyone has a specific road to travel. Some will get there much faster, and some a bit slower, but it is all part of the process. I am living proof that starting your career and being able to get your foot in the door is the first step to building your future. It will allow you to meet different people, to put what you learned in your classrooms into action and explore possibilities you never thought possible. I, for one, started with a small mom-and-pop company called Cutlass & More, who made Sea Island cotton, shirts, and socks. I was hired as an administrative assistant, another word for secretary, and within 2 years, I was promoted to associate production manager. How did this happen? I worked hard. I asked a lot of questions. And there were those managers that looked at me and wanted to take a chance. I basically moved forward in the company, and one day I received a call from someone that I had met at a dinner networking. And he said that there was an opportunity at Perry Ellis. And I jumped at the opportunity. I got the position, and I was introduced to the more cutthroat world of corporate environment. There I learned not to allow anyone to steal my thunder, and that will happen, but always believe in yourself. Also, never get discouraged. And one thing that I did learn is that a title does not define the person. I was then soon recommended to a position at PVH by an old colleague. I had a difficult time adjusting at first. It was such a big corporation. And that's where I learned about blind CC, where you don't want other people to know what you're saying to somebody else. It was amazing. But I was so overwhelmed that I thought about quitting. I came home, I was so distracted, and my father said to me, "You can do anything that you put your mind to it. You're not a quitter." So I rolled up my sleeves, began to network with other departments in the company, and before I knew it, I was promoted to production manager for Jcpenney. I don't know if you guys remember tone-on-tone shirts. I dealt with that. I was with the Jcpenney account for 4 years. Then, out of the blue, I received a call from my old boss at Perry Ellis, Leo Tsai, and he recommended me for a position at Calvin Klein. Calvin had just signed an agreement with GFT, which is no longer here, an amazing licensing company. Some of the old-timers may know them, and he was basically introducing a partnership with Calvin. And I was super nervous. I interviewed for the position, and before I knew it, I was hired. I was hired as a production assistant for shirts and ties, and I reported to an amazing man called Randy Fields. And Randy was very creative, and I was more analytical, and I was very shy and quiet. And the team here from John Varvatos will say that never happened to you, but yes, it did. And I would take all the notes in the fittings, and that's where I got to meet my current boss, John Varvatos, who was president of design at Calvin Klein for GFT menswear. Through my time at Calvin, I rose through hard determination, hard work, and I was kept on receiving a lot of promotions. It was difficult. I had to roll up my sleeve, and as somebody always told me, if you really want something, you have to fight for it. I was able to meet amazing people through my career at Calvin. Some of them, several of you may know, Ron Frasch, ex-president of Saks Fifth Avenue, Don Wachowski, who died too soon and was president of Michael Kors, and Narciso Rodriguez, who is an amazing, talented Cuban women's wear designer, and so many more. All of these successful executives taught me something along my career at Calvin. It was through networking and pushing myself that I became the best that I could be, and I rose through the corporate ladder. And by the time I left, I was vice president of production for all of menswear, tailored clothing, sportswear, and dress furnishings. I left Calvin after 6 years and joined John as he embarked in introducing his own menswear collection, which at the time was under Nautica. I have been with John Varvatos for 18 years. In my current role, I work closely with the creative directors, and I have, as I said, the production team, the development team, technical team reporting to me. I also oversee 4 global offices in Hong Kong, Peru, Italy, and India. I wanted to share this journey with you so that you know that hard work, determination will allow you to achieve any of your dreams. Never be discouraged. And I stand here before you as a Cuban woman and mother to tell you that anything is possible. So you can achieve anything that you desire. Your dreams situation awaits you. Be patient, and remember, when the elevator is broken, take the stairs. Thank you so much.